get it one day. Doing 200 on the runway. Got a bad chick and she ripping the runway. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Jones. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On second down, here's Smith.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that
this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rosa's kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they try the right side here. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, the fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law in that play, you know, where you kind of know.
Jones has just thrown it back. He lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Woods. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Jones. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out close to mid. Field across the 45. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And Woods has it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Smith. Sheds him off at the 45. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones airing it out deep for Woods. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll buy some time right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Smith. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Woods. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Jones now on first down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Open space inside the 10. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies. It's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. There we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. One final final shot. They'll look to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And now we've got a one-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.